Hello, here for one last time in terms of the whole breeding stuff. I'm killing Xenolord today. I have all 20 Gignus now. They're not all fully condensed, only like 15 of them are. Um, I have 20 of them, but I want to have 22 so I can keep breeding them. Because I think for the Ultra you need like 30 or like 40 of them. So I can keep breeding them and so I can keep breeding two of them that have the ice attack and don't level up, and then the other ones I'm gonna have to level up here very soon. But I have all 20 now, and I went and did something earlier when I got bored of breeding and or not breeding, of getting all the bounties because in terms of them spawning in with perfect IVs and the attack and everything, and with all the passives, it only happened like 4 times or 5 times maybe. I think it only happened 4 times, and then a few times with like 2 or 3 IV fruits missing, and then most of the Yormentides were the ones that I got yesterday, which were just it was all manual. Um, because this game is something else. So I went out and I got the journals because I needed 40 for the trophy, and there's just a total of 49, and I saw they already had the last 10. But I might as well get the other ones, and I said I'm gonna read them while I was gonna read them earlier, like I was when I was around 17 or 18. Like I'll read them then, but then I was like, maybe they won't spawn any. Like maybe it'll take a while until those three spawn, and maybe it'll take a while until the two that I'm waiting for now spawn. Maybe I should have started this later, but I still need to level them up, and I wanted to read the journals because I've never read them, and I want to see the lore of Power. I've played so much Power World, but I don't know the lore of Power World. I want to get to know the lore. I just exited the game and loaded it back in because the sometimes it bugs out and it just plays the boss music and it doesn't stop playing it. So I closed the game real quick. Let me just check for skill fruit. Oh yeah, the skill fruits I have more than enough. I have 116 holy bursts and 64 air blades. So I started planting the air blades again. So I have 5 holy burst trees and 4 air blade trees. So yeah, look, this one's a holy burst. The one on the left, I'm pretty sure is a. Pretty sure the one over here is an air blade one. Yeah, just to have more. Oh, straight up 3 air blades, nice. Let me go leave this stuff over at the base, and then. Was this? Yeah, this was during. Okay, yeah, this was during when I was recording. This is when I got the legendary flamethrower again, which was awesome. That happened last night. I haven't done the oil rig too much today. I only did it a few times, and even then, I only used it to level up the Anubis, and I only opened up the chest like once or twice today. Um, because I was just there to level up the Anubis. So technically, my Anubis army is done. They they are all 20 of them are level 60 now, perfect IVs. They're just ready to fight whenever I want to do Plasma Real Ultra. Which I'll probably do after Xenolord. Like I probably won't do it today or anything like that, but I'll do it eventually. But I wanted to read the journals. Right now I'm stalling, so it becomes day, and while I'm reading, it they respawn, or not they respawn. They start breeding again. So I only clicked on these two journals, but I didn't read them. I just clicked on them, and then I said, oh, you know what? Because I read this. I read this world harbors a secret, and I said, I'm just gonna read this shit. So yeah, this is the intro place, or the intro spot. This world harbors a secret. This is Castaway's Journal Day XX. So I don't know what this means because day zero and like what do you mean day zero? Just day one? I don't get. This world harbors a secret. I was convinced of this when I began re-examining the globe's geographical features for my research towards the end of last year. Looking over the islands of the world, I noticed something strange. It felt like a certain area was empty, so to speak. I knew there should have been something there. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable to me how no one could have noticed such an obvious absence in this location. With a few months' preparation, I was successfully able to guess the location of an island based on my hypothesis. With conviction in my heart, I started a boat and set out for the island alone. This is the ocean. I guess this is when he was on his way to the island. Castaway Journal, Day Zero. Strangely enough, the island is shrouded in a thick fog that makes discerning it from the sea impossible. Attempting to steer away from the fog, I turned rudder, only to be enveloped by an even deeper fog. Just then, someone attacked me. I had no idea where the attack came from, but my boat was all but destroyed with nothing but wreckage left. Imagine it was like a jet dragon. So I feel like a Palworld anime, kind of like Pokemon, would be cool, because every single time I'm flying on Jet Dragon, I'm reminded of the first How to Train Your Dragon movie when everybody's afraid of Toothless when it first pops up. I forgot what type of dragon he's called, but everybody's scared shitless when Toothless flies. So I'm pretty sure they're called Night Furies. So just Jet Dragon just destroyed his boat or something, or whenever the pals look at the Jet Dragon, it's like, oh shit, that's the pal. I feel like that's the pal, obviously for Stallion and Necromus and Palladius as well. But I'm yapping. I have no idea where the attack came from. Okay, and records left. I was still somehow able to make it to the coast. This island exists in no database. It is an island hidden from the world. Why is it being hidden? Why isn't it on any maps? I'm certain this is all intentional. Was that attack on my vessel part of this attempt at a complete concealment? There are more mysteries that I can count, but I am resolved to discover all of the island's secrets. Alright, day one. That's the tablet or one of the tablets that we found where it says, at the beginning of the game, it just says, the tree holds a secret, the towers and the trees hold a secret, something like that. I wonder if they'll ever, add an actual story, because, yes, these journals, basically, I guess I'm going to find out more about what's happening. I think I think it's implied that the pals used to be humans. I think that was a thing, right? I don't know, but proper NPCs and stuff, that'd be cool. Because also it's in early development, but how long is it going to be in early development? How many updates is it going to get before it's the full game? Because, for example, Phasmophobia came out on 2020 or 2019 or something, and it's still in early access. So, how long will this game stay in early access? The Forest also stayed in early access for the longest time. Now, this is still in early access. It's only been a year, and it's already gotten 2 major updates. So, let's say it's out for 4 years. It gets 8 major updates. There's 8 bigger islands, and the last one is the Tree Islanders. I don't know. I'm excited for what this game eventually will turn into. Castaway's Journal, day one. I found a strange device on the shore. It appears to be some kind of electrical contraption, but its odd design looks like no modern technology I've ever seen. The device is capable of recording images and displaying information about what is shown in them. I have decided to take photographs of the island using this device and use it along with this journal to document what I find. Day 1, entry 2, I guess you would call it. Soon after stepping foot on the island, I discovered a living creature nearby. Not only that, but every living thing I found here is like nothing I've ever seen. On the other hand, normal creatures you might find on any other island seem to be almost entirely absent. It seems that this island has quite a unique ecosystem. I know now that its absence on any map is not the only special feature of this place. I've decided to use a device I found to record the various species I encounter. Got a lamp ball. Day 2. As I explored around foot, I found a sphere that emits a peculiar blue light. I threw it without much thought, and the creature it landed near transformed into what seemed to be light, as though the sphere had absorbed it. Unbelievably, when I tried throwing the same sphere again, the creature reappeared from the light and stared at me with what seemed like an amicable expression. As I began to create shelter to protect me from the elements, the creature astonishingly began to help me. How useful! Wanting to deepen my connection with this living being, I decided to name its kind Pals to match. I christened or christened. Is it christened or christened? I don't know. This island, Palpagos Island. So he named the island, and he named it Palpagos Island. Cool. Day 3. Oh, he went to the ruins. Tiefin. I discovered what appears to be an ancient ruin while exploring the island. Did humans once live here? Finding some kind of mural on the wall, I deciphered the symbols found. I don't know if that's a meteorite or whatever. Find some kind of mural on the walls. I deciphered the symbols and found that it was none other than. I'm pretty sure it's a supply drop. Then instructions on how to make the strange sphere from before. Using Paldium, the name I gave to the blue ore throughout the island. As a catalyst, it is possible to transform mere wood and stone into one of those spheres. I must record this method of production on my device. There happened to be a weakened POW near me, unable to move. Rolling the sphere toward it, I was able to catch another POW. So, huh. So did we pick up his? So at the beginning of the game, we find the journal on the floor, and it says the towers and the tree holds the secret, something like that, right? Is this his tablet? I'm pretty sure it is, right? I. It has to be because he named the stuff, and then you can find the stuff here, and it's already named. Obviously, I don't know. I don't think there's an actual leveling system. I feel like let's say canonically your character as he finds more stuff he's able to craft more stuff like in Subnautica, like data entries because this journal feels like Subnautica to me. It'd be cool if at some point, maybe when the full game is released, I mean I doubt it because Subnautica, I'm pretty sure it was also like that in its early access, because also Subnautica was also in early access for a long time. um they throw out this, and while like showing you everything, and while you level up, it shows you the newer stuff, and when you pick up new materials, it shows you that stuff. Kind of like how the POW item or the POW saddles are blurred out until you capture the POW. It's like, oh yeah, this is the POW. For an example, you can't see what a advanced chest is until you get Hexalite. You can't find the gigantic furnace. Obviously, this would be something that you get because plasteel and polyimer you get like beforehand. Um, I don't know. It'd be cool. I'm just trying to think of stuff. All right, just my boy sending me reels. Day 5, skipping day 4. Got a Kativa in nice little spot there. I've since befriended several pals. Some are similar to sheep and birds, other to cats. Each also appears to be skilled at different kind of work. They divvy up work of their own accord and make life easier for me here. I'm sure the ancient civilization here found must have worked with pals to prosper. Pals are not all intelligent per se, but they all work quite diligently. I'm reading like a fucking 6-year-old right now. If pals helped build those ruins, there must be some reason why they were destroyed. So I don't read that much in English. I need to read more in English. I haven't read a book in a while. I'm struggling, and I shouldn't struggle with basic fucking reading. Castaway Journal Day 6. Yeah, that's the tree. There's something odd that's bothering me since I arrived here. Far off in the distance, I can see what looks like an enormous tree, big enough to be the so-called world tree spoken about in so many myths. Still, it's so large that no amount of fog would be enough to obscure it from the view from outside of the island. The only hypothesis I can come up with is that it's something other than the fog enveloping this island prevented from being seen by the outside world. Who is it? The Syndicate? The POW Liberation? Like, who is it? The only hypothesis. Alright, there's something on my fucking glasses, bro. What the fuck? Like a little smudge, and it's bothering me. Is it gone? It's still there. Hold on. The only hypothesis I come up with is something other than fog. In other words, some kind of mechanism must be prevented it from being seen from the outside. It seems likely like the mysterious power the powers have something to do with them. So it's probably something set up by the ancient civilization, not someone that's here. Hold on. My glasses. Why is there no smudge on there? Fuck. I'm trying to clean it off, but oh. Alright, shit. Um, day 8. Let's skip another day. Got an deer. The deer, and then there's forgot what they're called back there. I caught sight of a pal riding on the back of a deer-like pal, thinking it was a great opportunity to try something new. I tried attaching the saddle similar to a similar pal and riding it. It went better than expected. The pal was quite easy to ride. This will surely expand the area I can explore around the island. Day 10, skipped another day. Today I decided to take my pals on a bit of an excursion. A tower-like object visible in the distance had piqued my interest. After walking for a while, I encountered another human. When I tried to talk to them, however, they didn't say a word and just pointed a gun at me. Since they're on this island, it would make sense to consider them a remnant of the ancient civilization, but their attire suggests they're likely from the same era as I am. Are they just like me from the outside, or has this ancient civilization developed here of its own accord? I was in a rough spot, but my sheep pal protected me, allowing me to escape unscathed. I immediately returned to my base of operations and found that all my pals were safe. There's still so much to learn about this island, so he probably got into a fight with them at some point. Day 11, he killed one of these guys. I had no choice but to run away yesterday, but I can't stop thinking about that tower. Just as I decided to fashion some gear to try approaching it again, I heard the sound of gunfire behind me. That person from yesterday is after me. I couldn't sit by and do nothing. I mobilized all my pals for a counterattack. Before I knew it, they got carried away and killed the assailant. It's not like I killed anyone directly. There's no one to blame here. Day 12, entry 1. As I approached the tower for the second time, I once again heard the sound of gunfire. It seems there are groups that have banded together and now fighting for territory. I believe they're mostly using pals to fight this battle. This place isn't safe. I need to be stealthy if I'm to wander around here. Day 12, entry 2. While taking a breather, I tried to figure out who those people were again, but to no avail. If they're from the outside like I am, it would seem strange that such a large group would not have information about leaving the island. I can only come to the conclusion that the remnants of the ancient civilization here fighting for survival. I can't fathom why or how they have guns, but it seems only natural that they must have created their weapons themselves. It's possible they're imitating things that have drifted onto shore for whatever reason. Day 12, entry 3. After a long journey, I finally managed to arrive at the tower. I am nearly certain it's a relic from the ancient civilization. However, I have no guess as to why it was built. Still, I can feel that there's energy flowing throughout the place, similar to that of palladium ore. When I touched an inscribed stone slab, I found myself transported to some strange place. What I found there was an enormous POW and a human in control of it. I ran away in terror, and before I knew it, I found myself returned near the tower. So he fought. Whose tower is that? Lily and Lylene? That's this tower, right? Yeah, that's Lily and Lylene. Huh. So the towers have always been there. Day 13. Oh, he found the small settlement. I've worked that the ancients must have lived in luxury alongside the palace, yet due to some unknown reason that life was lost. Perhaps it was a massive natural disaster, or maybe the struggle broke out for scarce pals and resources. Then again, maybe it has something to do with the teleportation experience. The tower, supposing that some power is responsible for that spatial teleportation. Perhaps similar to how the pal spheres work. What would happen if that power were utilized in other ways? A power so great that humans could not control it. Perhaps that is what destroyed the civilization on this island. Maybe all of the tower bosses found out, or they were giving them the mission to protect the towers, or did they just cozy up in the towers and they don't know why? I don't know. Day 15. I had to try to avoid thinking about it, but the food I brought along are all but gone, and I'm sick and tired of eating berries. I did have to find a POW eating the flesh of another POW. It looked so delicious. I can't say I was proud to think as much, but sometimes sacrifices are necessary. I captured a wild bird POW, skinned it, and fried it up for dinner. It was so delicious. Delicious. The sensation of eating meat was enough to make tears run down my face. Whether I'm killing fellow men or pals, this island has a way of making one forget about their ethics. Day 18. He went into a cave. I decided to distance myself from the tower and began to explore other areas. There are places in each area that appear to be vast caverns. They appear to have traces of human involvement and ore that can be found throughout them. Could someone have used pals to dig those holes? I can't help but feel overwhelmed by all the mysteries I'm unable to solve, but my pals have come with me no matter where I go, as long as they have food to give them, that is. Oh. Day 22. 4. Is that a predator pal? Why does it have the dot is still on my glasses, even though what the okay. Or was that huge PAL, or is it just an alpha PAL? I was simply walking along an open field when I encountered a massive PAL, the likes of which I'd never seen before. I fled in surprise, but if I were to befriend a PAL like that, I had nothing to fear on this island. The existence of a PAL of that size is sure to prove that PALs don't follow the laws of nature as we understand them. Perhaps the PAL source of energy doesn't come from food or photosynthesis alone, but some other kind of energy. The power I encountered in that tower may also have been utilizing the same energy source, but through human hands. Day 25, another 3-day skip. Oh, and there's an egg. He found an egg. After living with pals for a while, I've come to realize they don't breed like normal animals. All it takes is the presence of a male and female pair. With sometimes an egg simply appears. Furthermore, it seems that the bodies of dead pals simply vanish. Where do pals come from and where do they go? These mysteries have no end in sight. Day 29, another 4-day skip. Oh, and he made the pal box. Utilizing an inscription I found in some ruins, I managed to compress the size of pal spheres even further, developing a method for remotely moving pals. I can also teleport the spheres themselves. This has made organizing and managing my pals much easier. It isn't hard to imagine that the ancients must have also moved and managed a large number of pals simultaneously. Day 30th. Fucking what is that, the Tansy? It's been a month since I arrived on Palpagos Islands. I've grown quite used to living here lately. I've had pals make weapons and equipment for me. A few pals seem to have taken an interest in guns, so I have devised weapon design for their use. Some are quite adept at handling the weapons. I'm sure they'll be more reliable. They'll be all the more reliable in the coming battles. Day 32, Dire Howls. I made a mistake on what was supposed to be a short excursion. A group of dangerous nocturnal pals attacked me, and I was injured. Why are the pals who live on this island so aggressive? I can't help but feel their attacks are well beyond the ferocity necessary for self-preservation. Humans, for example, engage in bloody war at the behest of a leader. Similarly, the pals living here seem like they are fighting for the very island itself. I suspect they harbor some deep instinctual drive to protect this place. Day 38, 6-day skip. Oh, he found the Jetragon statue. Having now journeyed far from where I first drifted ashore, I must have come across a massive statue in the shape of a pal. I am nearly certain it is a legacy of the ancient civilization, but why would humans build a statue such as this? Everything I found thus far has suggested that pals lived alongside these ancients as equals because it's a legendary pal. It's kind of like the same in Pokemon, no? Like there's the legendary Pokemon. I don't know much about Pokemon. I'm pretty sure there is such a thing as legendaries. But constructing a monument like this must mean there were also objects of worship. Perhaps there are certain pals out there that have special significance both to people and to pals. And I think this is the last Castaway journal. Everything else here is the people from the towers. So, will they ever add more Castaway journals? Surely they have to. Zoe Rains. Oh, look, the Griswold. I don't have a family. My father disappeared a long time ago, and I've never seen my mother's face. The only one who raised me are those guys in Griswold. That's why I know I have no choice but to survive in this tiny little world. Those guys all chase around pals with their guns. They capture the ones they hurt and sell them to these other weird guys. In return, they get food. They even share it with me. That's why I don't have to be hungry. I don't think any of those guys, if any of those guys really care about me, they just keep me alive because I'm the daughter of one of their bosses. I still believe that even if I'm a boss now, too. Oh. Griswold was one of the pals they were going to sell, but she looked so lonely in her cage. She was like me and father. I thought I was still little back then, so I couldn't control myself. I waited until everybody was sleeping, opened Griswold's cage, and run off far away with her. I shared half a slice of my breakfast toast with her, but we were both hungry by evening and went back to the base. Of course, all the guys were super angry. They threw me in a cage with Griswold, and I thought we were going to get taken away, but Griswold protected me. Not even their guns or bats could beat her. How did she get captured in the first place if she's that strong? I bet she didn't even try to escape the big dummy. I gave Griswold a command and she called down a huge bolt of lightning that wiped out all the guys. They didn't wake up until the next morning. Ever since then, I've been with Griswold. Diary 3, the Free Pal Alliance. It's a group that opposes ours, stationed a little away from where we live. They don't like the way we sell pals and use weapons. Our group sneers at them and calls them the Free Pal Alliance. We're always fighting with them for no reason. If I stop and think about it, I bet they're not bad people if they love pals that much. I asked one of the guys who's been around for a long time, but he said it was complicated. Apparently our group has been around for a long time, and we've always been fighting with those Free Pal Alliance guys. He said he doesn't know the real reason behind it, but we've been fighting so long that there's no hope of ever getting along. Huh. Diary 4. Sometimes I wonder if there's anything beyond the sea. The only thing I can see far off in the distance is that huge tree I've never heard anyone talk about. What's that? What's beyond that place? Apparently, some brave guy from long ago went to see the outside world, but he never came back. I have heard about people coming from beyond the sea, though. I don't know what those kind of people do, but they say they use tools different from our own. That's why I know there must be something beyond the sea, a whole bunch of islands, a whole bunch of people, and a whole bunch of things. It sounds scary, but I like to try going sometimes. Diary 5. I've started to wonder, why am I guarding this big tower again? I always thought it was okay, so he doesn't know, or she doesn't know. I always thought it was obvious since father also used to do this, but now that I think about it, I have no idea why. From what I've heard about it, they say there's a legend passed down on this island. They said this tower is somehow related to that legend, and it has some big, great power. What kind of power, I wonder? Even if it's true, why does this power have to be protected anyway? Even though I don't really know why I'm always here protecting this tower, there are other towers around the island, and they say people like me guard them all. So they show at least Zoe doesn't know. I feel like maybe someone like Bjorn or Siam, maybe one of them knows. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. Lily Everhart. So this is the Free Pal Alliance. That's a Bristless. Pal, such strange creatures. These nobles beings have upheld our civilization since ancient times. They not only boast impressive intellect, reflex, and adaptability, but are adorable to look at as well. How could anyone not come to love them? Human are savage animals. For humans, I said human. With an insatiable appetite for the proliferation of their own kind, they subjugate other species and enslave them. They engage in pointless strife, consume flesh for no reason, and develop beyond their needs. When one takes into account their hideous appearance, how could anyone not detest them? All right, you're going too far. Humans capture pals and use them. If a pal is confined to a so-called pal sphere, they become obedient to their. So why do they fight pals sometimes out in the open? Is it because it's one of the aggressive ones? But sometimes they just be killing the pals. They become obedient to their master. What important tools they become. One can only say this is the greatest thing in history of our civilization. Pals and humans were originally meant to live alongside each other in mutual support. Not a relationship between master and servant, but one of equals or harmonious coexistence, if you will. Eating a pal for food is akin to blasphemy against God. About that. Oh, look, it's Lylene, Everhart's Diary 2. I will recount the day I met Lylene. I remember that the fog was so thick that day I could scarcely see in front of my very eyes. I was simply walking along the berry fields as I am fond of doing when I heard the clamorous voice of those abhorrent poachers. When I looked to where I could hear the sound of their filthy screams, I saw them throwing spears at a pal resembling a vivid lily flower. She was so beautiful and elegant at that moment I knew what I must do. I pierced their dirty hearts from through the back and destroyed their scattered spears. They shot me a few times, but it was a trivial matter. I could not touch such a beautiful flower with my trembling, blood-stained hand. Instead, I returned immediately to my base. When I arrived, I found the queen of the lilies there awaiting me. When she touched my arm, my wounds were healed, and the fatigue began to fade away. From that day forward, I decided to become companions with my queen. She's the only flower that blooms in this sad, dark world. Lily Everhart Diary 3. Won't you join the Free Power Alliance? Fucking propaganda. The Free Power Alliance is a long-standing organization that works to protect pals. We have lived together with pals since antiquity, and each of us has deep love for their wondrous creatures. We have 5 traditional commandments. Thou must not eat pals. Thou must not overwork pals. Thou must not abuse pals. Thou must not use pals for experiments. Thou must risk thy life to protect pals. Wouldn't you like to join and protect the pals you love? Your life in service protecting pals is a small price to pay. The flesh and blood of humans exist only for the glory of pals. That's a bit much. No new picture? Damn. On some distant shore of the island, there exists an islet where certain pals live. Not a single one of their kind, strange as it may seem, resides on the main island. Perhaps they can only flourish in a particular kind of environment, or their natural predators roam the main island. Then again, perhaps they are simply unable to cross the sea. I do not know the reason they exist there, but I am certain that they must be protected. Just imagining those poachers setting up hideout there and ruining their way of life is enough to make my blood seethe. With every visitor from the outside up to their island, the pals' number dwindle. At this rate, they may even go extinct. I would like nothing more for us to protect them, but we have our hands full guarding this forest. As loath as I am task them for health. I have petitioned the PIDF to assist with their protection. In return, we must pay them a hefty sum, but it is worth it if if it means protecting the lives of precious pals. It seems on my subordinates I found a way to generate revenue. I will set aside those funds for this endeavor. It seems odd that they would be able to gather. It seems odd that they would be able to gather such large sum only through raids on the poachers' camps, though. Oh, are they also getting their own money for somewhere? So that's what the sanctuaries are. This one, and the one over here. They're guarded by the PIDF because she pays for it. Because when it said those pals on those islands, I thought she would maybe mean this one or this one, but no, it seems she means the sanctuaries. I think. Or maybe she does mean these other islands, and then they take some of them to the sanctuary, similar to a zoo, so they don't go extinct. Perhaps. I don't know. Well, that's all of Lily's. Let's go to Marcus Dryden's. What a joke all the idiots do around here is snort up stims. It's a real dump. There's no point in even trying to control it. PIDF doesn't belong in a place like this. The guys that are arrested today couldn't even pay the fine. Gets to be expected if they spend all their money getting the fix, but they can't even imagine the money they pay end up lining my pockets. I make a profit when they buy, and when I make more when I arrest them for possession, I can't, and I even get back my product to sell them again when I confiscate what they have. It's a grand scheme. They're idiots and I'm a genius. This is just their punishment for being fools. You catch my drift. This island is just my little sandbox to play on. For all I care, they can live their sad little lives without ever knowing I'm the one supplying their fix and the one controlling it. If I let them get carried away, they'll just go off demanding rights that ain't fit for garbage like them. So it's Marcus and Phalaris. Yeah, so Marcus is the okay. So that's the dune shelter settlement. Life out here is not all peace and quiet. The damn wind blows, and somehow somebody's cutting into my profits. Just today, some punk little syndicate clown who thinks he's smart tried selling stims without my permission. My partner Phalaris is always there to deal with those dumb bottom feeders like that. Just like me, he's having fun playing in his little sandbox, or maybe he just likes eating that white stuff, huh? Don't look at me like that. Ain't no food today, boy. Go eat some of that white sand. And there's Phalaris. Another peaceful day on the island. More proof that we're having fun playing house, right? Phalaris, don't worry, I get it. You got the same eyes as me. You're having fun playing house too, yeah. Or maybe you're just waiting for me to fall over dead. You sure do like eating that white stuff, huh? Maybe the day will come when I'm just leftovers stuck to your wing. Maybe not. Either way, let's just watch each other's backs until then, right, partner? So he doesn't have like an emotional story. Victor. On interspecies power experiments, results failure. Attempted to combine various four-legged and winged pals. Also, he made Shadowbeak, it seemed. So Victor is someone who experiments. Attempted to combine various four-legged and winged pals, but no successful patterns emerged. Some combinations succeeded in creating bodies, but these deteriorated in seconds and all were disposed of impressions. Reconsideration of chemicals for response control is necessary. Furthermore, the expansion of a species to expect is also likely necessary. We'll reconsider extracting chemicals from Ichthia, I don't know, antlers to create antlers to create a compound. Storage temperatures also require reconsideration. No, acquired one ice pal for cooling purposes. Re-examination of base DNA information for the species under consideration is desirable. Analysis of pal DNA information is pressing but requires new equipment. However, the current equipment was coincidentally acquired from the outside. There are limits to how far it can be improved. This will require self-made blueprints to create from scratch. So what is Victor? The Powell Genetic Research Unit. That's what he's part of. But okay. So did he create? It seems that he's going to create Shadowbeak. It seems that Shadowbeak is not like something natural. Oh, he made the condenser. On this distillation and administration of pals to the same species results success. A certain species of pals was dissolved in liquid and concentrated via distillation. Subsequently, the concentrated liquid was administered to pal of the same species. As expected, the result yielded an enhancement in the abilities of the administered PAL. Impressions. The experiment initiated as an alternative approach towards generating powerful PALs surprisingly yielded favorable outcomes. Theories postulating that PALs of a certain species contain the nutrients most necessary for the same type of PAL seem valid. This experiment has accordingly resulted in the enhancement of the test PAL's abilities. However, there remains a slight doubt regarding whether the observed enhancement surpasses the anticipated values. Perhaps it is merely a matter of basic nutrients, but rather we must question whether PALs inherently possess a distinct energy source essential for their own existence. Further investigation investigation is required. I'm gonna guess Shadowbeak is gonna be born here. Yeah. On interspecies PAL experiments 2 result success. Only one specimen emerged. An artificially created new species with 4 legs and wings. It was promptly transferred the cultivation equipment and has since shown promising progress, steadily maturing. Attempts to reproduce the same process failed. Thus, miraculous success is attributed to some unknown external factor. Impression. Success of the experiment is genuinely gratifying. The new species named Shadowbeak will continue to be observed closely for further development. However, the lack of reproducibility of the procedure poses a significant challenge. Henceforth, the plan is to proceed with the experiment, incorporating slight adjustments based on this procedure. Addendum: the difference of Alex, who served as a lab assistant, is concerning. The disappearing of Alex. So Alex and Orzert. Alex only has. Wait, does that say Alex or Axel? And I have fucking dyslexia. It says Alex. Okay, yeah. So maybe it's supposed to mean Axel. I don't know. Axel, every day I'm snoring, no rivals to get me going. I don't care about the type, ain't nobody gonna beat my height, bro. Got the bars. I'm looking for a fight, a real tough brother from another mother. Throwing in the towel ain't gonna cut it. It's gonna be a knockout, a thrown down brawl out so fast your eyes will bleed. When we're ready for the battle, you better believe the shock's gonna rock your socks off. Sawed off. My lightning is tougher than high kings. When it hits the ring, ain't nobody gonna be singing for you, player. You ready for this hype? You read the words, so get ready for the fight. Damn, man. What are you part of? You're part of the Brothers of the Eternal Pyre. So Zoe doesn't know why she protects, or no, not Zoe. Lily? No, yeah, Zoe. Zoe doesn't know why she protects the tower. And then none of the other ones mention why they're in the tower. Saya Kurosaki's diary. The moon on these islands remain unchanged. No, is it the true nature of the moon to change its shape? I do not know. Many years ago, I lost soul who washed up on the shore found it strange that the moon never waned as time itself had stopped. That person once said the words crescent moon. Those words still stir my heart deeply when the lost moon appears in this world again. It is said it will be like a blade. We'll be able to witness the blade of the moon that signals the beginning. Tonight is also a full moon. Today's sake. Today's sake tastes awful too. So I'm guessing at some point she's gonna meet Silent. How do you pronounce that pal's name? For countless ages, we have continued to protect this hour. The reason is unknown, so they don't know. Our conveyed missions only to maintain the island at a standstill. We hunt the madmen from the snowy mountains who defile the land. So the POW genetic dudes, we hunt those who have proliferated in excess. I'm not reading properly. Those who pontificate about research and justice and such babble to preserve this landscape forever. Yes, we merely exist here. Our time does not pass. It has become unbearable. Only when intoxicated by sake, intoxicated by myself, can I avoid pondering such unnecessary matters. How long has it been since I can no longer enjoy the taste of alcohol? Someone please shine a light on this perpetual darkness. Tonight is also a full moon. Today's sake tastes awful. Sake. I keep saying sake instead of sake. No, I am. So she's probably going to meet the POW and then have fun with it. There is a disarray among the ones from the volcano. Rumor has it that the leader has changed. Before their ways weren't so extreme, but now they are consumed by a bloody struggle against the maniacs from the White Mountain, those unscrupulous people who disgrace this place, so this situation benefits us. But why did they start fighting now? I do not know what their leader is thinking, but I hope they do not tarnish our land. Tonight's also a full moon. Today's sake tastes awful too. I hope there is a proper story. And with all the, but I feel like it's all going to be told through journals. There it is. The moon has reached out to our pitiful self. The crescent moon I longed for so dearly is now right before me. The everlasting darkness is lifted. It is clear to me this creature is the one who will lead us to the end. No matter how our time ends, until that moment, I will be with you, incarnation of the crescent moon, blade of beginning. Please illuminate our path. Today's also a full moon. Today's sake tastes delicious. There's one who is trying to pull out the stakes. I heard the sound of the end. I hear the sound of the end. Now to just sit and wait. And so us who just exist here, please destroy us. With the blade of the crescent moon, let the beginnings of our time be announced. And with death, we shall be released from our shackles. Tonight, the moon is hidden from view. Today's sake is incredibly delightful. There's one who's trying to pull out the stakes. I hear the sound of the end. Us who just exist here, please destroy us. Pull out the stakes. Is it referring to the us, the player, or something else? Why is my jaw? Bjorn Seligson, Diary 1. For that day which may or not come, I pursued strength relentlessly. Have I ever doubted this path even once? Nay. And it seems I shall not end as a fool. The nuisance will surely find its way. Long ago, the wise ones, with the light of their wisdom, raised the tower on these islands as a foundation of a fleeting peace. Now, even as it stirs chaos, the nuisance will see them clearly. How ironic. Is it all bad? Nay. Thanks to this ever-present reminder, I shall not forget my duty. For the many nameless souls of the past, I shall slay this one nameless outsider. The burden shall be fulfilled. This one nameless outsider. So it means me? So do the people know that there's a trainer going on about fighting all the groups and getting the towers? This place is cursed. Nay, it is I and Bastigor who are cursed. Thousands of years ago, when a colossal fortress still stood on this island, reaching towards the heavens, it appeared suddenly. The heavens shattered and we fell disgracefully. Our kin, who once looked down upon the others from the sky, fled in panic, tails between their legs. But my ancestors alone did not abandon this island, reduced to ashes, nor its people. Falling from the sky, we gathered the bewildered folk and bared our fangs against it. From that moment, we forged an unchanging resolve, becoming the people of the Faybreak, and so my kin, who once merely sullied to the lowest ranks, took a new throne and vowed to bear all burdens. Okay. Oh, nice treat. The battle against it did not end, even with the aid of a thunder dragon, a pair of celestial beings, and the wisdom of a noble paladin. We could not bring about its destruction. The celestial beings determined to not let it escape, shrouded the island in an unending winter night. The black Pegasus melted into the night and vanished. So the Frestalian knock. As our land became still unseen and leaving the island became impossible, the paladin, ashamed of his failure, split himself in two, vowing to never show mercy again. The dragon vanished beyond the reach of the flash, disappearing from sight. In hindsight, perhaps it has now returned because it has sensed the coming of that day. And now here we are. It still slumbers. Do I guard this land truly for the sake of duty? Nay. No matter the pretense, I cannot hide it. Perhaps I simply wish to meet a worthy foe. Even with the aid of the battle against it did not end. Even with the aid of a thunder dragon. A thunder dragon? The Helsifer, a thunder dragon? There's a lot of thunder people I guess a lot of people are labeled as dragons, or a lot of pals. Even with the aid of a thunder dragon, because he can thunder, not a dragon. I guess you're a dragon, but I doubt they'd be referring to you. Hellfire Lux, but you don't count as the dragon species. Griswold doesn't count as dragon species. Maybe you're Zerk? Is it you're a dragon? battle against it as your main. Okay, what are they referring to? The battle against it did not end, even with the aid of a pair of celestial beings and the wisdom of a noble paladin. Celestial beings. Noble paladin, I can only guess Palladius. I don't know. Or is it just a normal human and not pair of celestial beings? You could not bring about its destruction. The celestial beings, determined to not let it escape, shrouded the island with an unending winter night. Oh. Okay, so they fought something and it tried to escape. So they shrouded the island in an unending winter night. So that's why that bit over there, that blue area. So that blue area it always reminds me of Shadow of the Earth Tree. Determined to, so they shrouded the island in an unending winter night. The black Pegasus melted into the night and vanished. Was for Stallion not the thing that they were fighting? This land became still unseen, and leaving the island became impossible. The paladin, ashamed of his failure, split himself in two. So it's Palladius and Necromus. So yes, ashamed of split himself in two, vowing to never show mercy again. The dragon vanished beyond the reach of the flash, disappearing from sight. In hindsight, perhaps it has now returned because it has sensed the coming of that day. The dragon? Who? Jet Dragon? So, a pair of celestial beings and the wisdom of a noble paladin. So that's Palladius. What if there's a POW, or at some point of the game you can merge Necromus and Palladius again, and it's like a whole new POW? Probably about similar, like very similar, but just a stronger version with different abilities. That's dark and neutral. I don't think there's any dark or neutral, is there? I don't know. I still don't know what they're fighting. So the dragon vanished beyond the reach of the flash. The thunder dragon? I don't know. I don't get it. But yeah, that paladin split himself in two, Palladius and Necromus. Dario 4. I wonder if the lone daughter of the rain blood is well. Of the rain's blood. Oh, Zoe? I did her a disservice. In any case, the last time I saw her, she was still at her mother's breast. She will not remember me, so I think it's Zoe. Her father and I never saw eye to eye. Oh, no. He was not a man driven by duty or the past. On the day we parted ways, I gave him a final test, a foolish pretense. In the end, it was nothing more than a childish spite. Surprisingly, he accepted without hesitation. He turned out to be a man of principle more than I had expected. It was a task even a child could manage, but he never returned. Since then, the young one who had gathered around him were left without leadership, but it seems his daughter has taken the helm and brought some semblance of order. Though our paths diverged, she has faithfully upheld the mission to guard the tower. Indeed, she is truly your child. Something happened to her father, and Zoe is still protecting it. So we killed Zoe, and then we killed Bjorn, so that's cool. If everything were to end and now we're free from all burdens, what would I do? An old man with a little time left, what would I do? Surely I would continue to fight until I crumble to dust. The world must be vast. Surely there are warriors beyond my imagination, countless in number. If so, perhaps I should repair that old ship. It has been too long since I last sailed the seas, and Bastigord is about time for you as well. After dealing with the nuisance, perhaps I will seek a mate for you. With the nuisance, it's talking about me, right? So they were thinking in leaving the island. Maybe in a future island, Bastigords will be. Maybe they're just a winter island, just like pure snow, or a mix of both, or a section with snow that has Bastigords in it. So they're planning on leaving, and it mentions nuisance there, and also here it says the nuisance will surely find its way. I shall slay this one nameless outsider. So it's probably referring to us. Now, did we come here with a purpose, or were we like the Castaway Journal person who just ended up here because they wanted to? Like, okay, I don't know. I read all the journals. I found out nothing. I found out nothing besides that Shadowbeak seems to be artificial. It's not an organic pal, let's say. Um, Zoe is the daughter of someone that Bjorn knows. A proper story would go crazy. I'm not talking about dialogue and everything. Maybe dialogue would be cool with obviously your protagonist being one of a voiceless protagonist. A bunch of games do. Cause yeah, why are they protecting the towers? Even they don't know. Three, but you're missing the attack. That's cool. You just have other shit that no one asked you for. Alright. Stronghold Strategist. Okay, cool. And, okay. Three, okay. This one's gonna be one of the ones I leave to breed. I'm just gonna call you finished. It just needs 3 IV fruits, so it's fine. Uh, so I'll get those IV fruits eventually. I'll just keep her in the box without leveling her up, and then I'll eventually get those IV fruits. Now I just need I need it can either be another female or another male. I just need one more. Um, so I can have 2 for breeding, leave them aside for breeding more. So I can do the ultra version and stuff. And I think I'm gonna go the Anubis butchering path for Pal Souls. And there you go. Nice. While I was reading, they actually spawned in. Cool. I was hoping for that, and it did happen, so that's cool. Another one? Nope. Because if another one spawns in, then I can just that other one that needs 3 IV fruits. I can just ignore it. Ooh, 4 IV fruits. No. You got Noble instead of Musclehead, and you have the attack and the IVs. Crazy. Cool. Okay. So, what's gonna happen now is the following. You're condensed, you're coming, you're condensed, you're condensed, you're condensed, you're condensed, you're condensed. You're just mating, pal, you're condensed. Okay, let's just take everybody out. Not the B guard. Okay, you deserve those breeding pals. Okay, you are a male. Yeah, you're the one that you are a male. And I need a female. It's not condensed. Should be over here. Let me replace it with you. Like you need 3. Oh, yeah, you're the one that I. You female? You're male. Condensed. You're condensed. You female? Yeah. So these 2 will be the only ones breeding. Actually, no. the one that I'll leave here, I won't put them to breed just yet. Or maybe I'll go get the IV fruits just so I can start breeding them. Wait, I should have switched to this one. I should just. Oh, brilliant. So I probably have enough to finish that one Yormintide that I brought up to 3 stars. And yeah, this one I leveled up on accident, but it's fine. Hold on, is Ramon on? He is, but he's playing with. Okay, it's fine. I was gonna ask him to help me with the tickets, but it seems that I'm gonna have to go do it myself one last time. I could take some of the pals and level them up in the meantime. While fighting the bosses. Take some of the weakness. You're ready. I'm gonna go level them up. I think even though they're maxed out, I can still give them the fruits, right? Even though they have all their other skills, I can still feed them the fruits. I think I can. I need 3 IV fruits, so 210. I can get 2. I mean, most of the day is already over, so yeah, I can wait. I can wait until the next day cycle and get the rest. I'll be able to get 210, get all 3 defense fruits, and then just put those 2 Yignis to breed, and I'll probably put some Anubises in so I can get Palsels by butchering them. And while those 2 Yignis, I'm also gonna put the I got a Yignis with Nocturnal and a Yignis with um, Philanthropist. I want them to breed, and so I can get the rest of the advanced spells. So for the Anubis, I'll probably put 2 pairs breeding. I'll probably put 2 of them breeding, and then for the Ignis, I'll have the 1 pair. Is that it? Is that all? I think it is. I think that's everything. Jaw. Gotta do. I said one last time, but I gotta. Oh fuck! I missed. I gotta do it 2 more times. Which is not a lot. But at least I don't have to do it. Fucking. I've already done this thing. I've already done this path so many times. I know it by memory now. Um, I did not think I was gonna learn some path like this by memory. How long did I read for? I actually read for like 40 minutes. Probably a bit less, like 35 minutes. I was also talking about what I was reading and I was stuttering like a motherfucker. I need to read more so I don't stutter as much. I don't stutter that much in actual conversation. I've realized now that when I talk here, I stutter a lot. Maybe I do stutter in real conversation, I just don't notice. And I E-resistant plasteel? Why am I getting plasteel shit from fabric chests? Fuck out of here, bruh. Um, maybe I do stutter a lot in real conversation and I just haven't noticed. I don't know. But I have noticed that while I am here, I do stutter a lot. And I say like a lot. I say like, and I can't stop saying it. The other day when I noticed this, and I was catching myself saying like, and then afterwards I said, ah, who the fuck cares? I'm just keep saying like, no matter how many times I end up saying it. But today, I'm finally fucking done. I don't even feel accomplished by what I have done. Maybe I will feel accomplished when I kill Xenolord, but I like right now I don't feel accomplished. I feel like just someone who I'm just like fucking finally. That's all I feel right now. It's finally. I don't feel any sort of like, yeah, I fucking did it. And I think that's due to how bad my luck was. I got so many perfect IVs and all the passives. I probably got over 40 of them. But I but it wasn't what I was looking for. How many 2,243. I would have been done with Ignis like around at 1,800. And with Anubis, I got nearly 3,000, but I was done with Anubis like at 2,800, 2,700. Afterwards, I bred a bit more, but just for condensation. So I was faster with the Ignis. I was a lot faster. It was just the fact that I was looking for a certain attack, and the motherfuckers had two attacks. And for, I'd say, I don't know, like 80% of the time, they just said, yeah, we're not giving you the attack that you're here breeding for. We're gonna give you the other one, which is why the fuck would like, yeah, I just rolled badly. My luck, my luck wasn't it. I got hoed. I have to kill all the bosses to get these motherfuckers to level 60. This is what time is 20 XP as well. Laser rifle schematic. Yeah, I definitely need that. I've gotten the advanced bow 1 as well, but I don't need that either. I don't use the bow. I made Ramon his bow. He liked it. Even then, you have to like make hexa light arrows. But I'm at the end of the line. Aligned. I'm at the end of the line. Once this Yignis is done, I'm gonna go level up the other ones. I'm gonna tell Ramon that if he's down to finish up Xenolord now. If not, I'll do it by myself. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'll wait for you. I've put too many fucking hours into this shit. I want to be done with it. And maybe I'll open up Palworld here and then to just to farm raids and like get more Pal souls to further upgrade the Ignis army. But I don't feel like doing anything else besides that. So with perfect IVs, so legendary just have more in general health and everything, right? Attack, you have 5,700 health. You have 6,800 health. You have nine. You have nearly 1,000 attack. You have double that, and then your defense 900. Your defense is about the same. Oh, because I put Pulsels into him. That's why. Yeah, the defense is about the same because I put Pulsels into this Jet Dragon for the defense. Because I said, what if I get hit by the lasers up in the oil rig? I want him to survive. But he has runner, so he doesn't need it. Just I didn't know the proper way of approaching the oil rig then. Now I do. Now I just what I'll probably work on next, and not even like sit here doing it all day, like just every now and then, is like open up the game to work towards it. Is the is getting the Yakumos and getting a Jet Dragon and a perfect Jet Dragon like speed with like it has Swift, Runner, Eternal Engine, and Legend, right? Or yeah, that and work on that and work on a Fellbat. Um, Work on a Fellbat to do the new oil rig. That's about the only thing that's left for me in this game. And even then, I don't even know if I want to grind out the new oil rig. I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to grind it. Did they reach level 60? They did not. Yeah, that's not doing anything. I'll probably use the training manuals on them then. Okay, so when the XP is boosted, do the training manuals also get boosted, or is that just not a thing? Probably not a thing. I'm tired of this shit, man. What the fuck did I just do? I'm tired of every single time that I come back to the base, I have to unload all the stuff that I picked up. Definitely tired of that. Do it every single time. I put all the stuff away. So yesterday we were on the brink, or I don't know if I finished it during when I was still recording, but they're all done. I'm still working on medicine production, but this is just egg, and I already have the egg hatching speed to 0, but everything's done. So that's like an 18% boost on both attack and defense. That's cool. Alright, you give. Yeah, you're also. Okay, but it seems the training manual is also affected. Okay, it seems that I don't have to go to the oil rig. I can just use the training manuals, and then after I upgrade them, I'll just give them the fruits. Yeah, I'm just giving them the training manual. I can't be bothered to go to. I'm tired of the oil rig as well. Maybe the new one. I'll find some enjoyment into it, but I highly doubt it. I don't want to. I don't want to wait any longer, bruh. Let me finish condensing you. Can't be bothered. Let me just put you here. Fully condensed. Fully condensed. So at least have, what is that, 6, 8, 12 fully condensed so far. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 fully condensed Ignis. So I'm missing 2 of them. That's it. I'll get to it. You know what? Let me also use the purple one because I have a lot of the purple ones. They won't level them up nearly as fast, but I don't want to run out of these either. If I run out of training manuals, I'll go to the yo-yo rig. I just, I don't want, it's as simple as not wanting to go back to the yo-yo rig. Get the fruits, the holy burst, and the air blade. Just plant here while I'm here. Sometimes I just be forgetting that I leave these trees here. I could just ignore this, but it's already like I'm not even that excited anymore. Isn't that crazy? I don't feel like I've wasted my time, but maybe I did. I don't know. This is a holy burst tree right here. Off we go. Teach them those 2 skills, and they'll have what I want, and I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm gonna do the fight. Or let me. I don't think I'll be able to fully condense any of these 2, but I will condense them the most I can. Okay, let's 2-star him and let's 2-star the other one. Because I know that apparently the difference from 2-star to 4-star isn't a crazy amount, but from 0 stars to 2-star, it should help. I should 2-star this guy as well. Yeah, we'll just convince you to the utmost that I can. Should put the other one on 3 stars as well. Whatever. I will go. I'm gonna go get the bounty tickets in a bit, but not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. There you go. This could. I could have just done probably like a. Probably could have done a Bastigor army with the passives, which I could have passed on from Anubis and not do all this, but I also wanted to use them for Blossom Ryu Ultra, and then this one also serves for Ultra, so I just said, oh, fuck it. And on here. Only one of them turned out to be an alpha. On the Anubis army, only 2 of them turned out to be alpha. I also have to put Pal Souls into them, I forgot. So I'm gonna put all of them to at least 30% shit. So I have 575 of the giant Palsol. So 575 divided by 20. So each of them get 28 giant Palsols. Yeah. Oh shit, it might even be less. Okay, let's put them all at 39 because it seems I'm gonna run out of small Palsols. I can condense the giant Palsols down to. So from giant to. It'll be from. Go down to. Yeah, yeah, let's just put it up to 39. Hold on. 2,700 attack. It's 1960. All right. Gonna be the next batch I put consoles into. Do I have a crusher here? I think I do. Okay, hold on. So let me. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Right here is what I'm going to do. Give me a sec. I'm gonna go get the last tickets to get that other one. But while I'm doing that, I'm gonna send them on an expedition to get even more giant pal souls. And I got 7 there. Okay, how fast is it? 6 minutes. Nice. Cool. That's also something that I was really looking forward to. The fast expeditions. I also need a. Yeah, there's enough burgers. I'm gonna take 20 with me once I do the fight. We took Ramon. Let me text him. I have texted him. Hold on. I was checking something real quick. Get these, send them. They'll take 6 minutes. So by the time I'm done with the whole journey that I do here, they'll definitely be done. Then I'll get get more pal souls, and then whatever amount that I get, I'll condense those, or I'll crush those. That should be enough, because every giant pal soul should be. If it's two, it turns to 2 large, turns to 4 medium, and then 4 or medium turns to 8. So it'd be 8 per giant pal soul and 7. I already got 7. Let's take another 5, which is what I usually get. 12 times 8. That'll be like 96. Will that be enough for all 20? Maybe not. If I need more, then I'll crush a few more. But yeah, That's what I'm also gonna put the Anubises. Right now, I feel like if they're all at 39% for normal Xenolord, that should be more than enough. For the Ultra version, obviously, it probably should be full pal souls. I will get to that. It's not today, not tomorrow, probably not during this whole month. I don't know when, but gotta finish Metaphor, gotta finish Cyberpunk. because I got Palworld, so I was planning on getting a few platinums during my winter break here. I was like, oh yeah, finally platinum Dark Souls 2 and some other games. I can take my time with it. And then I just dumped it all into Palworld. Again, I dumped. So last time I played Palworld, I dumped in 90 something hours into it on the Xbox version. This time I dumped over 200 hours now. And what if it's still in still oh shit. You fucking serious? Was it reloaded? Um, yeah, Power. So people have other people have like Ark. And I'm sure there's other like survival type games like this as well. This is my Ark, I guess, because I know people in Ark also put an insane amount of hours into it. So this is my Ark here, and it is easily one of my favorite games of all time. It is one of the few games that I can tolerate for fucking hours. Yesterday, I've been playing today for like 6 hours by now. It's been like 6 hours today. And yesterday I played like I played like 14, 13 hours. Yeah, I'm not proud of that. I played way too much. But this will basically set me up for all future updates. Um, unless the next raid boss is something that goes specifically against, like it's an ice type or a water type, so it goes specifically against Ignises. That'd be cool. It just, I just waste my time. But no, not really, because as I said, I can still, even if something does come out that's against the Ignis, um, what I'm still able to do is farm for uh, the fruits, because now I have an Anubis army and I have a Ignis army. With that, I can just farm Blasmut Ryu. If I farm Blasmut Ryu, I'll have a bunch of IV fruits without having to do all this shit over and over again. Obviously, having to do Blasmut Ryu is expensive in terms of rockets as well, because I won't do missiles. I'll just do normal rocket launcher ammo, so it's not actually expensive at all. Um, I just gotta get like I probably could just do lightning streak, put it on, slap lightning streak on the Ignis. I'm pretty sure there is a fruit for lightning streak. I can just slap it on the Ignis, and that's perfect for Blossom Ryu instead of the double blizzard spike, because obviously Blossom is fire and dragon, so instead it'd be the lightning streak. So I need to start farming those as well. So I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna have two holy burst, two air blade trees, and then the rest are gonna be lightning streak. I'm gonna turn them into lightning streak until I get a good amount of them, and then if a newer, better skill comes out in a future update and they have a skill for that, hopefully it won't be through breeding. Hopefully that's not something I get to go through again. Because IVs, like after this, IVs will be an easier task, and I can do the whole Yakumo thing. The Yakumo thing doesn't take long at all. I just need to capture a bunch of fucking chickpeas and get lucky. And then I need to get him a Son Deluxe with zero passives, which is not that hard to do. And get a bunch of Yakumos, and then whenever maybe a Yakumo gets muscle head, and then I breed that Yakumo with one that has legend, and then just get a Yakumo, get a bunch of them, then condense them, and then just make the job easier for me. For future updates, future better pals. So as I said, I kind of want to farm the oil rig, kind of, because I now know the way to. You just have to get a fell bad, 2 or 3 gob fins. If you get 2, you can instead bring the what's it called? The what do you call it? Gale Claw. You can bring Gale Claw into the oil rig to move around. What do I have? 204. Yeah, the last one 210. Get the 3 defense fruits. I'm gonna feed them to Zepal. Put them to breed. Put some Anubises to breed, and probably put 2 pairs of Anubis and put the Yignis to breed. So if I put the Anubises now, then maybe I'll be able to 60% them the Yignis today. Nah, I just want to do the Xenolord fight and get it over with. I don't have to 60, 60, I don't have to buff them up to 60%. If I started working on it since earlier, then maybe, like, but, okay. Throw them on another expedition. How many do I have? 11. I only got 4 then. I get good fruits. Bro, I'm so tired of this grind. Grind is unreal. So I saw a community post on a Power content creator earlier that said they were surprised to see that Palworld had already dropped off the top 50 on Steam. That I guess the grind isn't for everybody. Because yeah, that's what the end game is. It's just a fucking grind. I don't mind it too much because it's still early access. Maybe the end game in the future there's more interesting things besides a fucking oil rig to spam 30 fucking times, and and that's it. That's all there is to the end game. Just do the oil rig 40 times over. Not even 40 times. What the fuck am I going on about? 200 times over. Like that's not a fun end game. Well, that's because there is no end game. I mean, there is, but like an end game to just an end game that's all based upon fucking luck. It's all based on blind fucking luck. That's all it is. I'm not a big fan of that, so hopefully there's more fun shit in the future. And there you go. Put these two to breed. Let me throw in those other 2 Yignis, the Nocturnal one and the Philanthropist one. Do I even need to? No, yeah, I do, because I'm gonna go for about like 30 to 40 perfect Yignis, so I could do the Ultra versions without any issues. I think the Ultra version, the YouTuber that I saw did 30 Ignis, and that was enough for the Ultra version. Pretty sure they were all just buffed up to the max. And then for the Anubis, just gotta get some philanthropists in there. I'm just confirm their gender. What is your gender? I'm a mechanic. I put only 2 in for now. I should probably put more, and I probably will end up putting more, but I'm not still too sure about what I'm going to do with all that, or when I'm going to do it. So I don't want to put too much shit going on, because then maybe I won't hop on the game for like 12 months after this, and then when I call back on, I'm like, what the fuck was I doing? That happens to me. That happened to me last time I played Palworld and Sakurajima came out. It was mostly due to me not wanting to grind all the levels again, that I didn't go through the through Sakurajima completely. So what am I looking at? Oh yeah, I'm unloading all my shit again for the 40th fucking time. Nah. This whole unloading shit I've done at this point. It's been hundreds of times where I just like, oh, this goes here, this goes there. What am I even placing here? Placing this here. Where's the crusher? It requires watering. There's only one Yormantide working. Do I have a Phalaris? Aqua? Do I have one? No. Do I have another normal Yormantide? I do. Oh, it seems that my headset's finally done charging. Oh, you're already done? Damn, bro, you going quick. You're fast as hell, bro. Turn those 22. No. Medium power souls. 22. I have a water fountain here, right? Okay. You guys are ready. 44. 80. Because with the Yakumos, I can also start getting perfect working pals, like a Splatterina with Work Slave, Part of the Immovable King, uh, Remarkable Craftsmanship, which I still haven't gotten. So, a bunch of stuff. Will this be enough for all? Because I've done, what, 5 so far with the souls? I don't think that's enough for 20. I just, hold on. Let me go collect rewards. Won't send them on another expedition just yet. 'Cause, are you guys done with the shmoney? There you are. You guys are waiting. The mine is filled up. I haven't been checking on the mine. Cool. I am running out of space. Damn. After having Gale Claw and moving around with Gale Claw all the time, moving around without Gale Claw is one of the worst experiences. It's just like, bro, let me move around faster. I haven't even picked up the reward yet. Okay, at this point, I'm just taking everything slow. I already know what I have to do. I'm just doing it very slowly. It'll get done. It'll get done. It'll get done. Right. Got another what? 5 giant parcels? 6. I don't think this will be enough either, but who knows? Maybe it will. You guys are done. Yeah, you guys have the skill fruits. So I just need to start putting the souls into you. The shit is. How do content creators do it, bruh? Like the content creators for this game. How do they not get bored of this shit? Because they condense everything to the max. They have like all the perfect armies and shit. I'm missing medium puzzles. I only have 2. Damn. Okay. Okay, let me sleep through the night. I haven't slept through a night in this game, and I don't even remember which is my bed. I'm pretty sure it's still this one. That fucking sigh, that's the sigh of not sleeping in 100 days. This character hasn't slept at all. I'm tired. I'm too tired. I messaged him at 26, 28, saying that I'll be ready in 30 minutes. It's 6 minutes until 30 minutes, and yeah, it will be all ready by then. The cheeseburgers are ready. I'm finishing up the details on these pals, and out of these 200 medium parcels, 100 of them I'll make into small parcels, and the rest is medium. And yeah, I'm gonna start breeding the Anubis and then just chopping them up. If I get a remarkable craftsmanship in there, that'd be cool. And I'll just pass it on to a Yakima from the Anubis. And then once I have the Yakimo for working, I'll go get a Phalaris Aqua because I prefer the Phalaris Aqua over the Yormintide because the Yormintide too much space. I think that's why they put Phalaris Aqua with 4 watering instead of only 3. Like the normal Phalaris has only 3 fire uh, or igniting. What the fuck you call it? Yeah, just put this shit in chest while you finish up there. And put the stuff I got in chest. Hopefully that's enough, and I won't have to do any more. But we'll see. I feel like that should be enough. Oh no. That was me, grandma. There's some of them hungry. Hopefully that's enough. Take you off the crusher so you can help the other one water. Thought it was Ramon calling me, but no. It was my grandmother. Seeing grandmother is crazy. I'm gonna run out of medium power souls. I'm gonna run out of souls. Shit. Not of power souls in general. Just the fucking small and medium ones. I'm gonna have to crush more. Might run out of large power souls too. I wonder if they'll keep adding more power souls and maybe at some point, like not every major update, but every other few updates, they add more power souls. Then at some point you can get 100%. Now that'd be cool. Okay, what am I gonna run out of? I'm gonna run out of both small and medium, may possibly even large as well. So I'm gonna put another 45. You have artisan? No. Large power souls I should have enough. I think I have enough. Having an option to just put it so the pals keep going into the expeditions by themselves without you putting them into it would be perfect. But then you'd be like, oh, but what if I need to use them? Then you just cancel it. Just cancel it and that's it. I mean, Nick, 90. Wait, do I have enough large souls? Oh shit, I might not have enough large souls either. Shit. What else can I do? Let me. Hold on. I haven't fed you the fruits. I mean, maybe. Break. '27, 13, 23. Well, these have lower because they're not fully condensed yet. That'll be good, like, about the same amount. Movie without the Gale Claw is fucking obnoxious. It's not right. It's not right. Alright, so now I have 175 giant souls. One 75 giant divided by 20 is what I'm gonna do. Did I run out of large pal souls? Or no, I'm carrying this. Wait, no, I think I did. I think I ran out of large pal souls. Hold on. I have 9. Where are they though? They're in inventory, but I don't see them. Where did I put them? Or are they just in some other chest? I don't know where they are. So they each get 8.75, so 8, basically. Could do this on each of them. I'm gonna have the Anubis as backup, but I don't think I'll need them. But I'll have them as backup. Let me call him, see if he's on. Maybe he's in. Maybe. ¡Ey! ¿Qué pasó? ¿Ya estás? Eh, no, empecé como la 1:00 y pico. Que ahora sí sigue siendo todo el día, ¿no? Pero porque ya son las 8:30, sí, ya van a dar las 9, ¿vale? Más o menos. ¿Cuánto cuesta? ¿Te la compraste solo o lo del paquete? Pero a mí me están dando llamada. Voy a ir a abrir la puerta, ahorita vengo, pero ya está todo listo. Bueno, nada más le tengo que dar su de comer, pero ya. ¿Te paso código o todavía no? A ver, el código es HXM 8AT. Échate la 100 de piedra y los fragmentos de paldio, por favor.
Pero son 20, ¿no?
20 de paladio y 100 de piedra.
Uy. Es lo mismo, ¿no? Yo sé la del tanque. Van a andar llevando golpes. Entonces, como pan.
No, no, con estos con estos 20 van a ser suficientes.
Oh, ok.
A menos de que
Pues
gasté.
ya tienes todos los perritos.
Sí, ya nada más me falta acabar de meterle más almas y ya, pero ahorita ya tienen almas, están bufeados a 39% de su ataque, defensa y vida.
Ah,
Están todos los pasivos, ya tienen los ataques que necesitan tener. ¿Si te trajiste la tableta o esa todavía no te la traes?
creo que no.
Ahorita ya la traigo.
Los mantienes calados, ¿no?
Sí,
¿Cuál es la? No, yo tengo los amos de frío. Sí, aquí traigo la morada, ¿no?
no, no, va a ser la del Xenolord, deja, ahorita voy por ella.
Ah, ok. Déjalo voy consiguiendo entonces. Espérame. Contado esta mamada.
Si tienes cohetes o te tiro.
Tengo invasión, es una invasión.
Ahí donde estás, ahí te los chingas. Son puros toco toco.
Ayer me dieron tus amigas que nada buscándome como lo que en la calle y yo bebiendo como tus cenas no me dan ganas. Tengo 87 cohetes.
¿Cuánto te doy más? ¿Traes ¿traes la montura de Frostalion o no la tienes? A ver, ven a la base, te voy a dar la montura y le vas a disparar desde la montura de Frostalion. Porque con su montura...
Pásame un rosario de mi equipo.
sí, vas a tener Frostalion y 4 tiburones. Cuando estás montado sobre Frostalion, tu daño normal se convierte a daño de hielo. Entonces, por eso yo estaba ayer volando en Frostalion también. Nada más de que sea de día y hagan los lingotes refinados y te hacemos la montura. Ahora échate a dormir. Puta madre.
Ah, déjame ver la montura de Sostenion. Creo que dentro de la tierra. A ver, está. Pues está el lingote de metal refinado.
Sí, ya los acaba de hacer. Deja. A ver, ahí está. Ya te la van a hacer. A ver, dale aquí, dejado apretado cuadrado para que lo haga más rápido.
¿Se prepara eso para ti?
No, yo ya tengo la mía, es la tuya.
Ah, ok, ok, ok.
Vámonos. Ahora sí ya. Ponte el Frostalion y 4 tiburones.
Va, de qué lado. Entonces se te mata este y se deja para durante 2 años.
Hasta la siguiente actualización y eso si no me dan ganas de jugarlo antes, chinga.
Puedo volar en esta mamada.
Sí, puedes volar.
Ah, no, bueno, o sea, ¿qué le va?
Sí, nada más. Ah, no, aquí sí le puedes disparar desde su espalda, entonces dispárale con los lanzacohetes. Mira cuánto ya le bajó la vida. Mira, mira esa hermosura. Chingate a los Xenobaders con el lanzacohetes.
Ah, así no,
Son los chicos. Y mira cuánta vida les quedan, casi ni le han hecho. ¡Qué bonito! Ah, valió la pena gastar 25 se fue cabrón. Ahí te van a aparecer más. Mata a los normales. ¡El chingó Frostalion! ¡Voy a morir! ¡Ramón, ayuda!
estoy diciendo mi pulmón.
A ver, revive.
Es como el Hércules caído de un Pegaso.
Invaders from space summoned and defeated a Xenolord. Ahí está. Y ninguno se murió. Ninguno.
Ahora,
Qué bonito.
¿qué te dieron?
Me dieron fruta y me dieron el huevo. Qué bonito.
Se vuelve el dragón gigantesco.
Así es. ¿Te dieron también uno a ti?
Ajá.
Qué bonito. Vamos a ir a sacar.
Pero,
Al menos de que sea el de Blossom of the Ryu.
la fría que tenía, no.
No, a ver. ¿A ti de qué te lo dio? ¿De dragón?
Me dieron, bueno, objeto valísimo y muy difícil de conseguir, aumenta ligeramente el talento de puntos de vida de un padre.
No, el huevo de qué era? ¿De dragón?
este juego de dragón gigantesco.
Ah,
Cuatro
entonces
sets.
es el de Blazamut. A mí me, o quién sabe puede, porque a mí me dio uno oscuro. Ahí está Xenolord.
Quitar Cataluña.
Sí se puede, pero por lo que vi mínimo son 30 de estos y que tengan lo del porcentaje, es que diga que 39 que esté al 60. Lo,
Son
o
varios juegos de
o sea, lo único que me falta hacer es crear más de ellos. O sea, ya tenemos 22. Con que saquemos otros 8, ya son 30. Entonces nada más son esos y sacar las almas de Pal y ya. Y se puede hacer la pelea de Ultra. Por eso digo que quién sabe si me den ganas de volver a abrirlo y hacer el Ultra del Xenolord.
anillos y dragones. Accidentes de bastante daño tipo dragón. Ok.
Según también es veloz este güey.
Ah, ese me dio las frutas, una naranja y una verde. Bueno, flores. Que sí, que algo.
No sé, ¿quieres darle al pal, digo, al pal, al fasmo o otra cosa?
¿Tienes el Fortnite?
Sí, vi que agregaron al Godzilla.
Abrimos el ítems para conseguir al güey, para ponerle tenis.
¿A poco no es el pase normal? ¿Es un pase extra o qué?
Es como. O sea, si el pase normal, creo que es como la skin secreta.
Ah, ya. Sí, sí, sí. Sé de qué hablas.
Y a ver si puede verle mano el. Transar.
Ah, no, sabes, todavía me falta sacar el platino. No los voy a sacar hoy, pero yo creo que los saco mañana. Nada más falta matar al Victor y Shadowbeak y a la Saya en modo difícil. Craftear veinte
Todo lo de
mil
las balas,
de
¿no?
balas y 2000 esferas. Pues sí, ya,
Y ya.
ya.
Ah,
Hace rato fui a sacar las notas ahí para el trofeo.